A zine is a handmade publication, made purely out of passion. This is my life. This is my zine. The porn issue, wherein our hero is obscene, but not heard.
Ooh, baby.
Today's rant. The mail. Is it not fantastic? Okay, here's why I like the mail. 1. I stick a stamp on my zine, drop it in a box, and a few days later it shows up somewhere else. When you think about it, this is nothing short of a miracle. 2. With the mail, there are no webmasters, no editors, no net nannies or mothers against radical thought. The mail is uncensored and unfiltered. 3. And these days, mail is all special, like a present full of anticipation, exhilaration, and surprise.
Hey, Kale. How do you do it? I mean, I'm not a guy who writes fan mail, but I couldn't help it. I mean, it doesn't seem fair that you spill your guts to the world but don't know anything about us. So...
Oh my gosh! We're gonna let everybody see this.
Talking to yourself?
What? No.
Oh my, he's so glad to see you.
And in cowboy boots. Why do naked people think they look better in shoes, huh?
Well, the thing is about cowboy boots is that, well, unless you're really tall, they make you look kind of stunted.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey guys, look. A naked fan letter. Wow. They're really...
Yes, they are.
They ever come up for...
Nope, they don't.
Well, come on, we don't need them. We got the naked guys.
Freedom of speech in a mass-mediated world. Even in its most repulsive form, freedom of speech is a basic, a powerful, and an irreplaceable tenet in any free democracy. And then there's Voltaire. I may disagree with what you say, but I will fight to the death for your right to say it.
Yeah, but what if you're really, really stupid? I mean, shouldn't you be encouraged to shut up?
No, open your mouth. Be as stupid as you want to be, but remember, it's a marketplace of ideas. I'm with Voltaire, unless you're selling hate or you're randomly yelling fire into a crowd. So, what about freedom of the press? Freedom of the press is guaranteed only to those who own one.
Yeah, but there's always self-publishing on the web.
Good, fine, if you're not subject to the tyranny of economics, right? Computers, software, it's expensive stuff. None of it is cheap.
Okay, but what about zines?
I'm not talking about the subversive ideas of the underground fringe here.
Neither am I. I mean, of course there's the fringe, but then there's also me.
You?
Yeah, and thousands of others like me, people writing about everything, from Zapatistas to toaster museums.
Okay, I was gonna do this whole freedom of the press unit, and I'm suddenly feeling very out of touch, so... Look, is this something that should be in my syllabus?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I want to see some then. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to being very impressed.
Oh, bye. See ya.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Do you see this? They're like Siamese twins joined at the tongue. No, this is not funny, okay? I used to have two really good friends here, okay? Until one of them swallowed the other one.
What's with him?
What's with who?
You know, there should be a law with these things, okay? You cross the line of public acceptance, you get a ticket.
Fine, we'll write city council, all right?
All right.
Precious memories. Ross's life as the third wheel. Okay, here's Ross, really happy for his two friends that they found each other. And then, not so happy they found each other. Now here's Ross at Mary E's charity car wash. Now here he is, doing his best to clean the filth off the car. Now here's Ross looking like the charity case. Now here's Ross enjoying some tennis. A game with so much love in it. Now finally, here's Ross at the end of his tether. Game, set, match.
Troglodyte sandwich.
I know.
Library bonnet. These things are a little more imaginative in the title department than Newsweek, huh?
Yeah, I mean, these are just my favorites. There's tons more listed here in Broken Pencil.
I mean, look at this. It's artistic, it's editorial, it's political. I mean, these things are an investment, you know, in time, in thought, in creativity. More people should know about these.
Yeah, so you're actually gonna put them in the classroom?
Not a chance.
Why not?
Kale, you gotta understand, I'm the new guy around here. Look, I've got a peer review coming up, and let's just say that this is not gonna be to everyone's taste.
Yeah, but look at what you've been teaching us. I mean, these are supposed to be uncensored and controversial. Besides, nobody says you have to agree with the content. Remember, Voltaire?
You know what? You're right. I should probably put my career where my mouth is, you know? You know what? I'm gonna go to Terzic Sykes. I mean, these things are a long way into making media and cultural studies. I'll let you know how it goes, okay?
So, Mary E, you gonna eat that chocolate bar or not? Because if you're not, just keep on making out. Yeah, great, thanks.
Mary Elizabeth. Dalal. See you in detention. Oh, and you'll have to have these signed by a parent.
What's that?
It's a citation for gratuitous display of public affection.
A ticket? Hey, Ross! Is that my chocolate bar?
Kale, can you come with me?
Okay.
Some things have been discovered in this building that have no business being at school. And from what I've been led to believe, you're responsible.
Kale, I don't know.
Now, I brought Mr. Finswaite in here as well, because from what I understand, he's been fanning the flames for this sort of thing.
Please, Miss Terzic Sykes, he didn't have anything to do with it. I know what you're gonna say, but it was all my idea.
Let me finish. Now, some people might call this trash freedom of expression, but I'm afraid I can't agree. I call it filth. So there is only
But don't
one
take
way
it
to-
out on him.
Kale, you know what? Don't
Oh,
worry
I
about
have
it.
no intention of doing that, Miss Stiglick. What I'm going to do instead is suspend you for 6 days.
What? 6 days?
Count your lucky stars, Miss Stiglick. Anybody else, I'd give a month for bringing pornography to school.
Pornography? I wouldn't call it that.
Oh? What would you call it?
There's a lot I don't know in life. But I do know that our parents are not going to understand this.
My folks don't even know I'm dating a non-Catholic. They think his name is Daniel.
Yeah, well, my dad thinks that you're a disadvantaged student from the inner city and that I'm getting tutoring credit for hanging out with you. But when this hits the fan,
Still, at least we're not you.
Yeah. Like that naked cowboy said, how do I do it?
what's your game plan?
I figure I'll hang out here for as long as I can, then hide.
Then cry and reminisce about the old days before I brought porn to school.
Well, maybe we should all just come up with excuses. You know, I'm gonna say it was a big misunderstanding. We were one dummy short in CPR class.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it was a case of mistaken identity. It really was this guy, Daniel.
What are you gonna say, Kale?
Me? I'm gonna say,
Oh, no.
Kale,
yeah?
we need to talk. We just got a call from your vice principal.
Oh, really?
I think you know what this is about.
Okay, yeah, I do. But it's not what you guys think. It wasn't pornography at all.
Kale, we understand.
You do?
You have a cowboy fantasy, and
What?
it's okay, Kale. We all have fantasies. Some people are into construction workers and motorcycles, and
And some are into figure skaters and military uniforms.
the important thing is that your fantasies and your sex life are healthy.
Couldn't you guys just punish me or something?
Why would we want to punish you?
This is what we're trying to get across. This naked picture of a cowboy was just that. It was a naked picture of a cowboy. There was nothing violent or degrading about it. There was nothing unhealthy about it at all.
It was good pornography.
Good. Pornography.
You see, Kale, pornography isn't all bad. I mean, unless it's the unhealthy type, it can be a very useful tool.
Like when your father and I rent pornographic videos to enhance our sex life.
And these pornographers can be very inventive. And by copying what's up on the screen.
Ah, please stop.
We just want you to be healthy.
And you are. We're not gonna punish you for some perfectly natural urge that our parents punished us for. Look, there's no shame in enjoying a tastefully naked picture.
No shame at all.
I am so ashamed.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Motorcycles, construction workers, uniforms. I mean, throw in a native guy in a headdress and you got yourself a hit single.
Everybody knows?
You see, it's actually a good thing you're suspended this week. Oh, hey. How come you two aren't making out? Somebody pull a muscle?
We are no longer expressing our love for one another, thanks to Mr. Mineta.
And his fascist ticketing regime.
How'd your parents take to it?
Well, my mother won't even sign the ticket, and now Father Ryan's writing a sermon about me.
My dad screamed all night, Ross. He went through history listing women that were the downfall of great men.
You know, now, thanks to Mineta, there is nowhere we can be together.
We got 11 Saturday detentions. We get one more and we're gonna get held back.
That horny little man must be a real sick. I mean, where do you even get an idea for PDA tickets?
Hey, do you want to get kicked out of school? Do you want to get kicked out of your families?
You know what, man? Whatever happens, happens, okay? I'm not gonna let that sex-starved little fiend take Mary E away from me.
Okay, listen, before you get expelled, I have an idea.
You do?
Yes, I have a way to get you out of detention. I just have to firm up a few details, so just think chaste and stay off each other, okay? All right.
Kale, come here, a little surprise for you.
Please, Lord, let it not be a figure skater in fatigues.
Pornography. It's okay. Get over it. And get off on it.
Dad, that's not about me, is it?
You betcha.
Wait, you said you were never going to write about me in your column again, remember? Ever?
This isn't for the column, silly. This is something far more political. This is about rights, about freedom of expression. It's a speech I'm giving tomorrow at the parent-teacher meeting. I'll tell you, I'm going to kick up a heck of a fuss.
Really? You know what? You don't have to do that. I mean, I don't mind at all. I wouldn't
Look,
really...
Kale, I'm a writer. You're a writer. This is the issue that cuts us closest to the bone. I mean, You've seen how they've singled you out unjustly. And boy, they're going to see what a terrible mistake they've made. I am going to fight this suspension, Cale. By the time all this is over, you're going to be able to enjoy all the porn you want.
$10.50 bell. Thank you very much. $10.50 bell. Count on you. Count on you too. 10.50. 10.50. There you go. Just one. Thanks, man. 10.50 bell. For you as well. Because you had a lot of fun.
My panic attack in pictures. Here's me, the morning of Dad's speech. Here's my nauseated stomach. Here's my sweaty palms. And here's my head, where I'm keeping 119 separate horror scenarios of what's going to happen today at the parent-teacher meeting. Now here I am, dizzy, and ransacking my dad's computer looking for his speech. Now here I am failing at that and pounding on the keyboard. Here's where I've discovered I've accidentally nuked a folder called Joey's Novel. Oops. Now here I am, working on Plan B. Here, I'm making sure he won't be able to drive his car to the meeting. Now here, I'm hiding his wallet so he can't take the subway either. And finally, here I am hiding all of his shoes so he can't even walk there. Now here's me, pleased with a job well done.
He's coming.
In the name of...
Good morning, Mr. Manila.
We think your views are puritanical, and we're exercising free speech and protesting peacefully, as is our right.
Mr. Finsway taught us that.
Finswait, huh?
Yeah. So if you want to hand out PDA tickets, you're going to have to hand them out to everybody in the school, every day, every time the bell rings.
That, sir, can be arranged. Now that you have your ticket, I'd like you to find this Mr. Finswait and deliver a message for me. Let him know that I'm onto his pornographic zines and their influence on the student body. He's not going to get away with it. And neither are you. You, come back here. Santiago, I see you. Murphy, you too. I have tickets for all of you miscreants.
Well, I think that went well.
Okay, Mr. Stiglick, you'll speak first. How long will you need?
Well, I should be able to sum it up in under 2 hours.
I can't believe he made it.
Can you actually die of shame?
I hope so. I'm kind of counting on it.
Please, everybody, we're about to begin.
Well, you know, maybe it won't be as bad as you imagine.
Ross, my father is about to defend our family's use of porn to a large portion of the student body. And look, he's got visual aids. This is going to be worse than I imagined. What am I gonna do?
Mr. Finswait?
Huh?
What happened to you?
Oh, it's just a lively discussion with my esteemed colleague, Mr. Mineta. Has it started yet, or?
No. Actually, I was wondering, do you think you could get everybody to call this thing off? Because I've been thinking a lot about this, and I would rather just accept my punishment. Now, I think that I deserved what I got, so really, all of this debate is pointless.
Pointless? Cale, is democracy pointless? For democracy to work, as many voices as possible must be heard. Now, you have raised an important issue, and this community wants to debate it. You can't just shut down the discussion and walk away.
I was planning on walking away. I was planning on crawling on my belly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've gathered here today to discuss pornography. Porno.
Oh, I know.
Porn.
No. Mr. Finswait's right. How can I be for freedom of speech when it comes to my zines and against it when it comes to this?
U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stewart wrote that although an intelligent definition of obscenity might be impossible, I know it when I see it. Well,
You could yell fire.
that's all well and
No,
good.
Ross, aren't you listening?
But what if
I need to be
Justice
strong
Stewart
about this.
isn't around
Besides,
next fall?
yelling fire in a crowded classroom is the classic case where freedom of speech is not supportable. Doing something like that would be wrong.
For instance, is this naked cowboy obscene?
I mean, you actually could yell fire.
Mind passing that around? Why are some naked pictures considered appropriate?
Garbage, porn, crap.
Oh my God.
Later.
This naked picture of my daughter in the tub. Is that obscene too?
Fire! Get out! Please, file out in an orderly fashion. Do not panic! Run! Come on, run!
You can burn books, Minetta, but you can't burn ideas!
Some things I know. 1. Free speech is the cornerstone of any democracy. 2. Always read the instructions on the back of the lighter fluid bottle before lighting the match. 3. Handwritten speeches about porn burn real good.
Hey, how'd suspension go?
Great.
Yeah?
I don't get why they call it punishment. Basically, I slept late and watched scrambled movies all day. How's it been?
Eerily quiet.
Editor's note. The thing about freedom of expression is that everyone agrees it's a good thing, but nobody agrees about how much. For instance, you can't bring pornography to school without getting suspended. And you can't set fire to zines in the schoolyard without getting suspended. Likewise, even if you're a teacher, you can't turn a fire hose on a colleague just to make your point without getting suspended. However, you can make out in the hallway again at our school without getting suspended. Though Ross is still working on that one.